Alright, this tutorial goes with pages 28 and 29 in your notes. This is page 28 right here. We'll provide assistance for assignments 3.3 and 3.4. 3.3 was assigned on Monday if you are in my third period or fourth period class. 3.4 will be what we do tomorrow for homework. So I mentioned in the previous tutorial that we would be learning three transformations. The one we learned last time was translations, which is simply a slide of a figure across a coordinate plane. We will now be introduced to the second type of transformation, which is called reflections. When performing a reflection of a figure, we will always be given a line of reflection that we will reflect the figure over. So we mentioned last time the figure that we start with is the preimage. Okay, and it's always notated just with a regular A, B, or C. And the image that we end up with, so this is the preimage, and the figure that we end up with is called the image, and it's always notated with this little mark right there. So that means A prime, B prime, C prime. For your guided notes, you're going to have up here. So it's going to be a reflection is a flip over a line called a line of reflection, and what's going to happen is your preimage is going to be a certain distance away from the line of reflection, and when it's flipped over this line, it's going to be just like a mirror image, and each point is going to be equidistant from the line of reflection. So from here to here, this distance will be the same distance as from there to there. So if this happens to be 2 units from the line of reflection, C prime will be 2 units from the line of reflection. So each point and its image are the same distance from the line of reflection, which we just spoke about. So you've got 3 possible lines of reflection. You've got the x-axis or the y-axis. Okay, it's pretty self-explanatory there what those are. And then you've got vertical or horizontal lines in the form x equals 1 or y equals, it's kind of hard to see, but that's y equals -2. Let me draw that in. It's kind of hard with the light. That's why you can't see that. Y equals -2. And then we've also got diagonal lines, which are in the form of y equals x or y equals -x. If you don't understand what that means, don't worry about it really at this point, because once we draw these lines of reflection, you'll pick up on it. So you'll see these reflections written a couple ways. Like for the first one, it'll say you'll reflect the triangle with these vertices on the x-axis, or you might see it written like this. Actually, you'll see it written where is it? It's actually on the classwork, which I don't have. Actually, no, I take it back. You'll see it written like this. So here, that means it's going to be reflected on the line y equals -2. Okay, and that's how you'll typically see it more often than not. It's going to be like that. Okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and go over these examples with you. So actually, let's talk about. So we're going to flip our preimage over the line of reflection into our new position, which is going to be our image. So I'm going to do the first one right here, and what we want to do first is graph this triangle. Okay, so you will have A is going to be, I'm just going to hold this up right here while I graph this. A is going to be at -4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 2. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And C is going to be at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 1. Okay. And I'm just going to set this down right here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and draw this triangle out, connect the lines, and I'm also going to highlight the x-axis, and this is what you should do on yours as well. So I'm just going to set this down for just a second. So you should now be connecting your dots of your triangle and highlighting your line of reflection, which is going to be the x-axis. Okay, so as you can see, got the triangle and the x-axis. All right, so then we want to mark all these points. So this is going to be A here, B is going to be right here, and C is going to be right here. Okay, and now all we do is we're going to count how far each point is from the line of reflection, and then we're going to count that same distance past the line of reflection. It doesn't matter where we start. I'm going to start with A. I'm just going to go in alphabetical order. So A is going to be 2 units from the line of reflection. 1, 2. So then we count 2 units this way. 1, 2. And this is our A prime. And as you can see, this line of reflection is going to be halfway between our preimage and our image of A. Same thing for B. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We're going to count 7 this way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That will be our new B, B prime. And lastly, C. So you've got C there. C, that's going to be 1 unit, 1, and we go 1 here. C prime. So then you want to take another color. If you've got a pen or colored pencil. And we're just going to color that like so. And we now have our reflected triangle. Last step is to write the new points. So A here is going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, -4, -2. B is going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No, see 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So that's going to be 4, -7. And C is going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, -1. So 5, -1. Now, anytime we have the line of reflection being the x-axis, there's a shortcut. Because ultimately what we need, what you're going to be asked for is these new points. So all you have to do is when you get these points, all you have to do is put the opposite sign for each of the y values. So the new A is going to be -4, -2. New B is going to be 4, -7. And the new C is going to be 5, -1. As you can see down here, -4, -2, 4, -7, 5, -1. The y's all turn the opposite sign. Okay, so you'll do the same thing here. I'm not going to go through that one. You just do the exact same thing. I do want to show you a couple here. Okay, now it's very important that you understand how to graph this line and this line. Okay, so in order to graph a line like x = 4, you go to where x is 4. Okay, so this is the x-axis. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so that's where x is 4, and you draw a line. You draw a line that is perpendicular to the x-axis that goes through x = 4. Okay, so the x lines. This is x = 1 or x = 4. All the x lines. So this would be x = 3, x = 2, x = 1, x = -1, so on. All the x lines are going to be parallel to the y-axis. Okay, they're going to be perpendicular to the x-axis, meaning they form right angles. Okay? And so if you look here, let's do y = 2. Okay, so we start here, 1, 2. So this is y = 2. So we're going to draw a line that's going to go across like that. Oops, wrong graph. Right. And that's going to be it right there. Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and do this triangle. I'm going to go ahead and graph this one. Okay, so you go ahead and graph it as well. And I'll pick it back up when I've got it graphed. So we've got 1, -1, 2, 3, and 3, -2. Is that right? Something looked wrong. Let's see. 4, 1, -1. Okay, so I'm gonna take this. Okay, so I now have this triangle and triangle JKL. So J is going to be right there. What the heck? Sorry, my dog just ate something that he shouldn't have eaten. 2, 3, be K, and J is K, and then L is 3, negative 1, 2, 3. Oh, I drew the wrong thing, I think. 1, 2. Yes, I did. All right, let me erase this. So you always want to be very careful, because if you do 1 point off, it will make the whole thing wrong. So let me make sure again. 1, negative 1, 2, 3, and 1, 2, 3, negative 2. Just like that. Okay. Okay, so now what we're going to do is we are going to count for each point. So this is J, K, and L. We're going to count how far each point is from the line of reflection, and then count that many the other way. So L is 1 unit from the line of reflection, so we count 1 over. And that's going to be L prime. Hey, stop eating that! Stop! Get away from there! Get out of here! Sorry. Okay. So then we got J. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. No, get away from me! Get away from me! 2. Okay, so those are the new points. Again, all you do is just count how far from the line of reflection, and then oh, the wrong one. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Right there. Okay. You can see I kind of messed up here. I started to draw the wrong line. Okay, so it's actually going to go right there. So L, J prime, K prime, J prime, L prime. And then we're going to write in our new points. So it's just going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, negative 2. So 5, negative 2 for L. For K, it will be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3. 6, 3. And then for J, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, negative 1. All right, and that's that one. Okay, so the last one we're going to do is going to be on a diagonal line. Okay, so to graph the line y equals x or y equals negative x, all it is this means that all for whenever we plug a number in, so if we plug 1 in for y, 1 is going to equal x. So it's going to be 1 equals 1, 2 equals 2, 3 equals 3. So it's going to be like this: 1, 1, 2, 2, 3, 3, and so on. So our line of reflection is going to be a diagonal line that extends from the bottom left corner up to the top right corner. And that's for y equals x. I'm going to go ahead and draw the one for y equals negative x as well. And let's see. Alright, so y equals x is going to look like that. That's the line y equals x, and that's the line y equals negative x. Okay, and I'm going to go ahead and draw, I'm going to do both of these, because I'm going to show you both ways. So I'm going to go ahead and plot both of these figures. So you got triangle x, y, z, so you go ahead and plot them as well. Negative 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, negative 2, 1, 2. Okay, negative 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4. And negative 1, 1, negative 1, 1, right there. And then the square is going to be A. I'm going to go ahead and plot number 6 as well at the same time. -1, 1, 2, 3, 0, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 3, 5, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 2, 2, 2, 2. Okay. So now we'll go ahead and connect the dots and make our figures. Okay, so our figure is going to look like this. We're going to reflect over that line and reflect over that line. Okay, I'm going to show you 2 different ways. First way is, what we do is we count how far each of these points are. We count to the right. We go count to the right towards the line of reflection, and then we're going to go to the right, and then we're going to go that many down. So this point right here, actually we need to make sure we always mark our points. So that's X, Y, and Z. Okay, so we'll start with, let's go alphabetical order, X. So that's going to be 1, 2, 3. And so we're going to go 3 down. 1, 2, 3. So this is going to be X prime. Okay, Y. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Count 7 down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Right there. That is Y prime. Okay, and then we go Z. 1, 2, 1, 2. And that's it. I'm going to connect those dots in just a second. So I'll do it right now. So we have just reflected this line off of, or this triangle off of this line y equals x. Okay, then our new points end up being negative, or 1, -1. Y is 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3. So 4, -3. And then this is 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. -2, -5. Okay, so that's one way to do diagonal lines. The second way is to count diagonally. And when I mean diagonally is I mean we count through the square diagonal like this. Okay, so let me go ahead and mark this. This is A, -1. That's A. B is there. C is there. D is there. Okay, so what you do is you count how far this is diagonally to the line of reflection. So that is going to be 1 unit. Okay, so it's going to be 1 unit. So we're going to go 1 this way. And that's our new A prime. Our new A prime. Okay, this way time would be. So we're going to go 1, 2, 3. We're going to go 3 this way. 1, 2, 3. And that's B prime. Okay, then we do the same thing with C. Here, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. There. And then lastly with D, 1, 2, 1, 2. Okay, again, all you do is just count. 1, 1. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 1, 2. And that's it. So those are reflections. Last thing you got to do is make sure that you put your new points in. So this new point here is going to be 1, 2, 3, -3, 1. B. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, -6, 0. C. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3. Actually, that's yeah. Let's see. So what do we say? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3. So that's -5, -3. And then D. 1, 2, 1, 2. -2, -2. Okay. So what you need to do now is, for your homework, you got to make sure you do both sides. So you're going to do this practice. Okay. When you get to this part right here, we didn't really practice one like that here, but when you get to the practice, what you do is, I ask you to write a rule to describe each transformation. So you're going to look at this figure. So this figure that you have on yours is not going to have this yellow line. So you're going to draw the line that it gets reflected on through this. So I noticed that this right here, it's going to be, it'll cut it halfway into half, and it'll be symmetric. And so I draw that line across, and so that's the line y equals 2. Same thing for this one. This one, I know this line right here will cut this. It'll make it symmetric. All right, so that's going to be y equals negative x. So I'm really giving you 4 on your homework right here. You can go ahead and take a look. Again, it's the practice page. 5, 6, 7, and 8. Okay, and then this one again, right here. That's going to be the x-axis. So you're reflecting along the x-axis. And lastly, right here, also the x-axis. Okay. All right. Good luck.